Pull up my notes. Hello, welcome to the Conscious Creative Podcast live version. I'm talking to you today about 4 M's: magic, manifestation, and magnetic messaging. I love a good alliteration. And I've been asking the deeper questions lately. Since I was a little girl, I've always been asking deeper questions. This is how I came to a life of self development, of higher learning, of traveling around the world, uncovering the mysteries, another M word, uncovering the mysteries of reality. How are people living their best lives? How are people creating extraordinary results in their lives? How are people putting together their gifts in such a way that we're able to shape future realities? Okay, we're not the first generation that has been enthralled by the mystery and magic. It is something embedded within human conditioning and human nature, really. Conditioning has its connotations, has its negative connotations, but we are shrouded, embedded in this innate desire to learn, to grow, to evolve. And we might be the only creatures uh, here that we can see. We might be the only mammals. Maybe not. I mean, dolphins are super interesting, whales are super interesting. But we're talking about humans here. We're talking about you and we can understand consciousness. We are awakening to understand ourselves. We're able to ask ourselves questions. We're able to look at our patterns and look at consciousness, and we're ever evolving. Now, I have some spiritual beliefs around this. I do believe that we are a fractal of what you could call a creator. We're the fractal of God. We're a fractal of this universal force, this source, this life force energy. There is a creator, and we were created to be able to become conscious and evolve and have the one creator understand itself. So creation fractals off, and I'm teaching and learning more and more about this sacred geometry of the Enneagram. And if you look at the components of the Enneagram, and I taught this in my free masterclass, Soul Money Mastery, any creative aim, is a certain pattern. To actually meet that aim, if you've met an aim, you could reverse engineer how you met that aim, and you for sure hit every single one of these points. Now, the circle represents time, the triangle represents the three forces in anything, and then the other shape here, the line of supervision. I'm not going to go too deep into it right now, but it is another fractal of the one. So the one circle, the wholeness of everything, fractaled off into three, and then fractaled off into seven. And now we can now track when we want to have a creative aim and we want to manifest it. We want to create it. We want to see it in this physical reality in form. We want to take ideas, the ethereal, and bring it into form. We can go through each of these points. And this is what I'm doing with my students and clients inside Soul Money Mastery. We're in week 6, but this will be the foundation for any future offering that I have inside my mystery school. My mystery school, my money school, my conscious creative business school is the name of that school. And so each offering is backed by an Enneagram, because if you skip a step, and this is a magical process, if you skip a step, then things aren't going to be as smooth. You actually can't skip a step. So you get stuck in a certain step thinking that you're going forward, but really you're creating all these other fractals of the Enneagram. And sometimes that's good, and sometimes that's a distraction. So sometimes we need to learn things. Sometimes we need to veer off the path. Sometimes we need to become somebody first so that we're prepared to bring this extraordinary thing into the life. Like when I was writing my book, I didn't get the idea and then the book was created over 5 years, there were different phases and iterations of this book, different phases and iterations of me. And I had to become somebody dedicated and devoted to my writing practice and a better writer before I was finally ready to bring it forth. And now my book, The Monk, the Mushrooms, and the Toad, is available on Amazon, also in the link in my bio, or you can just comment book and I'll get it over to you. But we are here today to talk about this idea of magic, practical magic, and magic versus manifestation. I do want to compare those two, and then we're going to get into magnetic messaging because in my next offering, Rhythm, Ritual, and Resonance, I am going to be weaving in these concepts to help you to actually attract clients and students consistently. Your message is the moneymaker, and your riches are in your rituals. If you can memorize that, because it's true. But I'm going to break down today what that means. We're going to get into it. So let me start off with some questions I've been getting lately from my clients, because a lot of my clients come to me from the manifestation world and they're like, okay, I've been able to manifest this, I've been able to manifest that, manifestation works, but there's just this one thing, and it's usually their business or a certain revenue amount or a certain number of clients, or consistent income, that they're just like, is it possible to manifest this? Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I'm believing, I'm praying, I'm doing my affirmations, and I'm not able to get off this certain income plateau. And here's where we want to infuse practical magic. We want to infuse rituals, okay? And I teach my clients how to transform their business tasks and to-dos into rituals. So it won't just be that you're praying and creating altars, but we'll be praying, creating altars, and then doing money-making activities that actually attract clients, that bring your work forward, that have clients seeing you and having you be visible, really actually seen online. This isn't just some marketing phrase. Some of you are hiding because you're literally not showing up, and some of you are hiding because you're showing up, but you're not showing up as you. You're hiding something, you're hiding an aspect of you that needs to be brought forth now so that your clients can understand what your offering is all about. So yes, it could be that, okay, you're only posting one time a week. Like, come on, look at, like, there's not really competition, but look at the other people in your space that are doing what you want to do. We are not posting one time a week. We are lovingly, with joy, bringing our concepts forward and being thought leaders in this space. I am prolific AF. I just got the advice from somebody who's helping me to uh, create more followers on Instagram. This is what I want. I want to be more visible. I want to be seen, and I'm ready now to have more followers. Some of my clients and some of you out there aren't actually prepared for more clients. More followers. When you have more followers, what are you selling to them? What are you offering them that you are actually going to be able to make a consistent amount of revenue every month and make an impact? Are you offering them something that they actually need, want, and want to buy, and that's going to change their lives? Or are you trying to offer somebody else's program or course in this kind of like faceless marketing girly phase, like, and you don't even care, you're not even connected to this? No, you got to be connected to your purpose, your work, your mission, and have an offering that makes an impact and is positioned to be irresistible for these people. And all of these things I cover in detail in my school, in every program. I am about the nitty gritty. Like, how do we really get this done? What do I actually say word for word? I don't tell you what to say, but I extract your words from you, create your own, co-create your own magnetic message with you so that your words are resonating with your clients and having them go, yes, this one's for me. This offers what I need. Like, okay, when does it start? How do I get in? What does it cost? When they are already sold on the vision and the transformation you're about to take them through, then you don't have a lot of money objections. And I teach all this. It's not just that, obviously you're not going to understand how to do it from this one transmission, but keep along with me, stay with me, and you will understand how it all works. It starts to click. And if you have my eyes on your content, like you're going to in Rhythm, Ritual, and Resonance, my upcoming 8-week live program. We're starting August 27th. The first class is free. So this August 27th class is free. I'm going to go over these concepts in detail, and I'm going to start teaching you how you can double your revenue without needing to double your audience size, follow crazy trends, like be constantly looking for trending audio. None of that matters. Like that's stuff that you can look into when you are creating 5K to 10K to 20K months consistently. If you do not have consistent revenue coming in your business, finding trending audios and going viral on the interwebs is not going to help you to be in business. And I'm really here to help mission driven, impact driven women be in business because it serves your mission and it serves the greater mission. Like if we are here to help the collective consciousness, if we are here for the great awakening or the new earth or whatever fancy spiritual things that we're like, hey, like I need to be a part of this. I was born for this. I was born to serve in some way. I was born to expand the world in some way and to help the world and to serve people one at a time or one to many, however you want to do your offerings and deliver your offerings. Like if you are here serving one person, the ripple effect of that is changing the face of reality in a positive way. And that's my greater mission. And so I'm here to help you make more money because you cannot be fully on mission if you're living under minimum wage or you're consistently having to ask your husband for more money or ask your husband if you can do this or that, or if you are in a relationship that you don't want to be in, but you're a woman and you're reliant on that man's corporate income and you have children and that's the way it's been, like that's fine if you love the human, but if like that person is controlling or domineering, like the impact of being financially sovereign for women is so deep and so meaningful for me. Like I would be still centering men in my life, desperately looking for someone to save me if I didn't know how to be financially sovereign and to create consistent income doing work that I absolutely love. So this is the higher mission. Now from there, let's get into objective magic versus manifestation, okay? So objective magic is about using specific rituals and tools with a clear intention to influence the physical world. It's like setting a magical intention, like this Enneagram is a magical process. Once you start, you actually can't stop. It's okay if it takes you longer between these 2 points down here, because between these 2 points, between point 3 and point 6, this is where it gets harder because you actually are facing limits. You have to take action here. And then point 3 and 6 are the points of the triangle. And both of those places, things start to get shaky. Obstacles are designed to arrive in any extraordinary aim to help you become that evolved version of you, the next level version of you. We cannot evolve without friction. The water doesn't flow to where it's supposed to flow without the friction of the rocks. Like the water would just pool and get stagnant, and eventually if you've seen stagnant water in nature, it starts to get stinky, it starts to get stagnant, it's not the best flow of energy, and that can be intentionally done. If there's a way to clean that water and move some of it through, it's not a problem pooling up and being in a moment of healing and being in a moment of learning, which is what my offerings in school is all about. Like there's a mixture of learning and application. You start flowing again, learning what about yourself and why you've been stuck for this long, why you're not successful when you actually should be, when you're like, I should be further along by now. Like if you're having that thought, like it's nothing against you. It's not like, oh, damn, what's wrong with me? I should be further along by now. You should be further along right by now. And you haven't learned what you're learning from me over the next few months And I'm really excited to take you on this journey. So, now manifestation, on the other hand, is more about aligning your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs, which is also incredibly beneficial. I don't just do mindset work. I'm a mindset professional. Like, as a psychotherapist, the psyche is three parts of the mind. It is the conscious mind, it is the unconscious mind, and it is the subconscious mind, your deep rooted beliefs that you didn't even know you had. And then Carl Jung brought forth the mystical mind, the really like the collective unconscious, that there are these myths, there are these stories, there are these patterns embedded in reality. And these are both shadows, but also golden shadows. This is a golden shadow. This is a shadow that it's just a subconscious pattern that, if unlocked, can create new levels for you. Once you learn this method, you can't unsee it, and then you will always know why you got stuck, why your creative aims didn't come to fruition, and how to make any manifestation possible. The manifestation, the way that we've been taught, by just visualize it, put it on a vision board, pray for it, change your mindset. It's an incomplete teaching, because this is all, we need the vision, of course. And some of my clients don't even get a clear vision until they're over here taking action. So, like, we're not going to have a creative business with consistent rhythm and consistent rhythmic revenue without action. And we know that, you know that. Yes, there's certain things that you can just pray for. Okay, say I want to manifest more money, and then you find money on the ground. You did it. You manifested money, and you're not going to find, well, I don't want to create that story. You could find money on the ground every month. Go for it. Cool. Amazing. But I'm not here to help you to do that. I'm here to help you to live on mission and become financially sovereign. So you don't have to be looking down for money. You're looking up to the heavens, to the sky, to recognize your fullest potential, to shine like the sun, to shine like these bright stars in the sky, and incorporate these other aspects of the world, rather than just kind of scrounging around for what the universe drops on the ground for you to and these are beautiful indications that you're on the right place. Like, it's 888, like it's 888, everybody. Like, we are in a manifestation portal, and I want to give it to you straight. If you just go and you do not take action on your manifestations, your desires, your amazing mindset, you can have the best mindset in the world. You can manifest the best mindset where you start to look at the mirror and you love everything about what you see, where you start to walk in a way where your shoulders are down, your chest is open, and you start to become magnetic. This is a part of manifestation. What do you do with that? Are you speaking now words to your potential clients? Are you getting online in a consistent way, so that with that new mindset and with that new energetic frequency, that you're actually allowing touch points for your audience, for them to grab onto and see and go, okay, this is my human. Okay, this is the offer. Are you actually putting together a next level offering? So when people start to go, wow, you're on fire, you go, that's amazing. Yes, you want to learn how I did this. And I am really about anything that you learn in my programs, if it's resonating with you on a next level, like, learn it, embody it, and teach it to your people. Like, I learned this from my last teacher. I can't unsee it. I must incorporate it into my work. You can as well. The things I'm teaching on planetary resonance and planetary and energetic deficiencies, I'm teaching all about this. If you look at my Instagram account, you are seeing some fun reels around how to tell which energy you're deficient in. And then the book I recently wrote, Rhythm, Ritual, The Lost Art of Resonance, teaches you practical magic and rituals to get into harmony with the most aligned version of those planets. So we'll get into that a little bit, but coming back to magic versus manifestation. So here's where we get into these rituals. Now, there are many, many rituals, but I want to talk to you about the history of rituals, so that you know that I'm not just some chick here going like I get really frustrated when people are like, rituals, magic, goddess. And it's like, do you understand? Like, have you met a goddess? Like, Isis comes to me in my daytime waking visions and in my nighttime waking visions. This isn't about flowers in your motherfucking hair, goddess archetype, women rising. This is deep, powerful, divine mother energy. And when she spreads her wings in my visions and wipes the slate clean and says, hey, you're walking in an imbalanced way, like, and wipes the slate clean, it's can be rattling to the system. It's like, oh wow, like the divine mother has graced me with her presence. And you can actually go into meditations, and I have some available. I will be creating them for my next live experience where you meet your particular deity for your next evolution. Super cool. And we don't stop there. We want to actually now embody our business tasks and treat them like the rituals they are. But coming back to the history of rituals, like this is like rituals have been going on in humans since prehistoric times. The original rituals date back to prehistoric times. So the earliest humans engaged in ceremonial acts to understand reality. Rituals served as a way to communicate with the divine or supernatural forces. Like way, way back, it was like they actually looked at the natural world and they were like, sun, moon. Okay, these are our deities. Super cool. We're still doing that. This is why I'm using planetary influences and 7 core planetary influences that you can harmonize yourself with, because this is the earliest rituals that are embedded in all that we do. If we look at astrology and how real it actually is, I know y'all love astrology like I do, and I don't need to know how to read your chart to understand these planetary influences and how they play a part in our daily reality. You might know that Mercury retrograde is happening right now. Okay, like, did you notice that tech is not working and not as smooth? I was researching, I was using ChatGPT, I'm like trying to do these things. I gave um my money mastery clients, I leave voice notes as I get downloads for them and in our group chat, and I left this amazing 10-minute download transmission for them. I checked last night, it said 1 second. It didn't go through. I was like, ha ha ha, Mercury, you sneaky little mischief maker. Mercury's in retrograde. Text just not going to flow as great as we would like it to. And that's okay. The great thing about blaming it on the planets is, but the great thing of understanding planetary resonance is we have been doing this as humans since the beginning of time. This is where collective unconscious comes in. It's like these understandings are passed down ancestrally. They're in our DNA, okay? We've evolved with this wisdom embedded within us. This is why when you or I learn about astrology, it sticks. It's the one of the things and maybe I have a astrologer or magician in my ancestral lineage. I know I have a Native American uh yeah, okay, we're not going to get into that, but like I have past lives as a Native American. Okay, we're not getting into this because I'm a very practical girl. Like I double Virgo where it counts, like double Virgo conjunct my MC, Venus and Virgo and Mars. I mean, Venus and Mars and Virgo, like down to earth. Like here's the practical things: high priestess energy, and Mercury rules Venus. Now, for my next live experience, we are going to be looking at your chart, where to find your message, where to find your energetic deficiencies, but you don't have to even look at your chart to already understand what energy is low that you need for success, and what energy and how you can harmonize your frequency to be aligned with holistic success. So let's talk about this for a moment. So I wrote the book on it. Don't worry if you're not completely understanding this or if you don't have your chart. We're going to do this in the live experience, but you don't need your chart. I made a quiz, comment quiz, and you will get the quiz that unlocks which energy deficiency you might be. And this is so life saving because even a small energy deficiency in one of these planetary influences is going to slow down your success. So once you harmonize, and it's very easy to harmonize with a planetary influence, I give you the deets inside the book. So once you take the quiz, you also get my book, and it gives ideas for rituals to harmonize with that planetary influence. But also, when you understand the planetary influences, like for example, Saturn is about discipline, it's about structure, it's father time, it's like the sky daddy. He's like, hey, if you're loving dad, if you had healthy masculine examples growing up, I did not. This is why I have a Saturn deficiency. But if you had healthy masculine examples growing up, then if you were, say you were going through heartbreak and you were this like moon, feminine child, and you're like, oh, crying days, maybe your divine mother would say, yes, I know what heartbreak feels like. But your father would say, hey, you need to get up and get to work. You need to move on. You need to get back to life. This is how you are going to keep going. You need to move forward in your life. You need to go to work, child. Get up and go to work. And this would be coming from love. This would be coming from not wanting you to disintegrate into, ruin your whole life over a guy. so, um, and you like obviously can't ruin your whole life. Everything is like meant to be as it's meant to be, and we can get back on that horse. I'm not telling you to bypass your emotions. If you are bypassing your emotions, you would have an imbalance in Saturn as well. You would have an overactive Saturn energy. Just get back to work, just crunch time, just this is my schedule, and do. And so Saturn is, we as a society already worship Saturn. Like if you go into normal paradigm, what do they call it? The hippies call it matrix reality. You see that we're already worshiping Saturn. Go to work, get up, go to work, don't cry, don't, pay bills, die, pay taxes, die. And it's like, the only thing certain is death and taxes. Like, no, the only thing certain is your evolution. You are going to change, and you can be either evolving or you can devolve. You can. Like, whenever I stopped doing these practices, my income went down. I started to not care as much about my growth and evolution. That was a Jupiter deficiency. And so when I was at my best, like having $50,000 launches, men reaching out to me to be like, hey, what's up? Can I fly you to Portugal? Like, oh, okay. I was not just praying and working. I was engaging in the rituals that I'm going to teach you in rhythm and ritual and resonance. So the book goes a little bit into some rituals, but I will be going personal with you inside this 8-week live experience. The first class is free, but if you've been resonating and wanting to work with me for a while, you are going to get some bonuses for signing up before the first class. This school is only $200 a month. There are ways for you to get more personalized attention if you want that. Just message me because I'm going to be creating a video on this as well, but I'm very willing to talk to you about what energy deficiency you're having, and also you understanding that this is not just an energy course. This is not just that, oh, we've now upgraded your energy, good luck, now you have good energy in the world. We are going to take that energy and we are going to turn it into a message. We're going to take your most vibrant energy, and that's what we're going to create content around. So let me get into now what is a magnetic message. So, how does a magnet work? I actually don't know the science behind this, but let's just talk about magnetism from my understanding of resonance. But the science, okay, I do know. I do know. I'm a channel and a triple Sagittarius. I know everything. But at the most fundamental level, we have atoms, molecules, these kinds of negative and positive ions. Like if you go back to your science class in your mind, you remember these teachings, right? And so a magnet works to pull things in that are opposite of it. You know, how a magnet works to a magnet is there and it will pull the metal towards it, okay? We don't even need to understand electricity to know that we turn the light on and we get lights, okay? We don't need to understand atoms and molecules and how they function to see the function of a magnet. It stands where it is and pulls things into it that it's meant to pull things. Magnet doesn't pull everything. A magnet can also repel certain things. And this is very beautiful because a magnetic message is not just about pulling everything to you. If you had everything coming at you all at once, it'd be hard to filter and decide what is meant for you. But when you know who is your soul aligned client, which is work that we do in all of my programs, it's very important to know who is your soul aligned client so that you can speak to them in your content. But if you are just speaking to them in your content because you wrote this perfectly polished copy, they're going to be repelled because it's not real. So copywriting without this energy work, this is the analogy I've been using, has you looking like a wet rag. You look good, but you smell funny. I don't even know if a rag looks good, but say a beautiful wet rag. Here's my wet rag. Like, this is a nice rag, right? It matches my hat, but smells funny. Because the frequency, the energy, it's not matching what you're saying. So we need to get your words matching maybe not the energy you have now with an energetic deficiency going on, but your most vibrant, harmonized energy. Then when the words pour forth from you, it makes an actual connection with your soul aligned client and has them coming out to you. So people are always asking me, how do you get people reaching out to you? I have had clients pay me anywhere from $8,000 to $12,000. Now, please know that my school is now only $200 a month, okay? And I have high-end programs that cost a little more where I'm really like your mentor. But I've had people who wanted my mentorship option just reaching out to me, messaging me, going, when do you have an opening? And this is more rare than actually launching a program with the structure that I give you on launching a program and bringing eyeballs onto your work, onto your message, and onto your offer. This is the structure that I teach and that I invite my clients into. However, with a magnetic message and the energy that is clean, clear, and vibrating success holistically, because we do not just align with Saturn, we align with Mars, which is the planet of action, purpose, drive. We align with Venus, which is the planet of beauty, relationships, receivership. We align with Mercury, which is the planet of speech and fast-moving thoughts. And you're going to have thoughtfulness, and you're going to be able to share your words in alignment with your offering. This is the messaging planet. It's the messenger. We will also align with, I'm hearing the earth, but we are already attached to the earth. This is not, I haven't written about it, but I'm getting the download that I will understand more of this for you, and we'll talk about the earth as well. We align with, who am I missing? Jupiter. We align with Jupiter. Oh, I got so excited because Jupiter is this wisdom. I have a lot of Jupiter energy in my chart. We're going to look at your chart and see where these energies live and also get the archetype of the signs that they live in for an extra boost. And, right now, without even needing to know how to read a chart or where to find this in your chart, Jupiter is this expansive sage wisdom energy. It's the eternal optimist. So when you align with that, or when you have a deficiency, I made a funny ass post that is like semi going viral for me. But it's like, what are all these days? And why do we keep going to sleep at night and waking up and then going to sleep at night? And the dad's like, well, that's life. And she's like, when will it end? And it's like, if you have a Jupiter deficiency, you get stuck often because you can't see a point. And we can't have that in your business. We need to be seeing the purpose and the higher mission, even when we're in the nitty details of, say, the Mercury energy of, line by line your words, or say the Mars energy, like day by day your rituals and routines. So was there anyone that I was missing? So Saturn deficiency would be lack of discipline. We talked about that. I think, the moon. Oh, the moon and the sun. So sun would be you're actually hiding. Like you're hiding your joy. You're hiding your self. Maybe you are not showing up online. Maybe you're not showing your face. Maybe you are hiding an aspect of you that would actually really inspire somebody. Maybe you're hiding your accolades. Maybe you're hiding your brilliance. Maybe you're hiding your clients' results. And this would be a sun deficiency. And then a moon deficiency would be a lack of emotional connection to your purpose, a lack of deeply connecting to maybe the emotions of your clients. Like at times I have a moon deficiency because I'm like, really, are we crying about this again? But ultimately I remember those days when I was crying on the forest floor because I couldn't get my mission forward. And so I get to come with empathy and balance and harmonize my moon in my own being so that I can be like, let's go. I can help people to get into a Mars energy, because it's not about pushing through our emotions. It is about feeling them all the way through. And of course, I have different things. You can check where your Chiron is to see where it's going to be most ouchy for you. And it's like, I could be talking to myself like, really, we're crying over a guy again? My Chiron is in the 7th house. Really, we're crying over a relationship again? Like, yes, because it is going to be a little bit more painful wherever your Chiron is. And we're going to go deeper in my live program on you, and specifically for you and your soul aligned clients and the message that is going to attract them. But we're harmonizing our energy even before we get to the first free class. And here's why. Because I believe that these energy deficiencies, I just feel like everybody should get there. I am going to teach you skills in my next live offering. We are going to continue this work with harmonizing our energy together, but every lesson is going to be about sharing words. So as you, because you only need two things to attract clients: your energy, harmonized energy, and your words that are coming from that harmonized energy, not words that a copywriter wrote from her balanced energy and her confidence in you. We need to bring your confidence to a level that is authentic. Yeah, authentic confidence, authentic energy, not somebody else's energy, not ChatGPT's words, your words. Okay. Of course, you can use ChatGPT as an assistant. I can help you. I can also help you use ChatGPT for all sorts of things. But the thing I don't use ChatGPT for is writing my stories and telling my words and speaking like me. And I do actually, ChatGPT eventually can find your voice. But whenever I've tried to do that, it's like I'm editing that shit down to every line. It's just a structure. But ChatGPT can help you find formulas and all that. But I found formulas for you before ChatGPT existed. I created my 6C framework for writing social posts that sell before ChatGPT existed, because I am ChatGPT. I am a channel for wisdom and words. and you will be as well. You already are, you're already sharing a message. And so with these 1 degree shifts, we are going to up level your business like nothing you've ever experienced. This is really, really how you double your revenue. Because say you do want a bigger audience, you will get a bigger audience after working with me. And you won't need one to make more money. There are people in your audience right now that can't see you, can't feel you, and don't know what it is that you're talking about, don't know what is the value of your work. And that is what we're going to clean up. That is what we're going to work on. And I'm so excited. Reach out to me if you want the early bird bonuses, because I have things like you're going to get a call with me, 1 hour magnetic messaging rehaul. I'm going to look at your messaging. I'm going to look at your Instagram account or your wherever you're showing up, whatever platform is your main platform to attract people. I'm going to look at that and I'm going to audit it, even at the payment plan level. So there are 3 levels. Let me just talk about this now. There are 3 levels to join my school. And Rhythm, Ritual, and Resonance is the course, the live experience. There's course components, but there's also live coaching involved. So it's more of an immersive live experience, but you will get bonus lessons that you can go through in between our calls. And these lessons are changing people's lives. It's similar lessons to what my clients and students are getting in Soul Money Mastery. But Soul Money Mastery, the difference is we are working on their offers and they're getting offer audits, and we're working on launch strategy. But when you join my school, you get all of the replays from Soul Money Mastery. So if you're really serious about doubling your revenue in the next month or so, you can give yourself this creative retreat. You can wake up before your kids and go to sleep after they fall to sleep. And you can really, like, when I wanted to make this work, it was my priority. It was what I focused on. Now, of course, your health gets to be your priority, your family gets to be your priority, and your fun gets to be your priority. I am so lucky that being creative and creating books for you and creating the visual audio book for you, get the visual audio book, was so fun to create. This live video is fun to create. My content, oh my God. Look at my Instagram account, The Mystical Muse. So fun to create. And the kind of content I'm creating right now, so easy to create. I will be sharing with you in Rhythm and Ritual, a live experience, how to really create better content too. Like practical, how to make it look better, how to make it come across better, how to make it, none of us know how the algorithm really works, but I scroll so much so that you don't have to. Like, I kind of get a feel and an understanding when the algorithm changes, how it's changed, because I look at my data, because my social media is my business. So I'm looking at data. I'm also looking at content, because there's nothing on TV right now. And when I do want to just get entertained, it is so beneficial for all of you that my entertainment is funny people doing funny things on the internet and like sharing their wisdom and crafts and creativity on the internet. And it's better than TV because there's nothing on right now. And yeah, I'm somebody who also likes downtime and junk TV and just like not working on my business all the time. And I'm someone who likes to go out in life and see people and be with people. And I see how the algorithm online matches the algorithm of the world, because what we put out, so this is coming back to manifestation, what we put out is what we're going to see. And social media just mirrors that. If you are liking certain posts, if you are slowing down on certain posts, the algorithm gives you more of that because you like it. Having is evidence of wanting. Like what it doesn't like. Having is evidence of wanting, okay? And so there's something in you that likes even, this is existential kink, what I'm about to talk about, but there's some part of you that likes even what it supposedly doesn't like. I don't like scrolling. Yes, you do. Or you wouldn't be doing it. Having is evidence of wanting. I don't like people seeing me and being perceived on the internet. Yes, you do. Or your mission would not be to show up where majority of people are anyway and share have a free place to promote your work. Do you know what time we are living in? We're living in a time in the world where you can make a free commercial for your business. And it doesn't even have to be like a commercial. It could be a fun thing that you enjoy doing. But ultimately, it promotes your work. It promotes you as somebody who can help somebody. Okay. So back to how to join Rhythm and Ritual. So there is the live experience level. This is the cheapest level. It's get in, get out. This is where you're going to save the most money, and you're going to get the 8 weeks live with me, get all of my eyes on your content, get like all of the teachings deepened, get your chart specifically read, where to find in your chart the disharmonies, and also where to find in your day to day the disharmonies. If you're not into astrology, that's okay. It's clear. It'll be clear when you read the book which energy you need to harmonize. And then, so that one is $888. Get in, get out, but you got to pay in full. But I have set up Afterpay and Klarna, so you can pay somebody else in chunks, and I'll get paid in full, and you'll get a pay in full bonus. You'll get that magnetic messaging mastery audit. Then we have the school level. At the school level, you're actually splitting it up. You'll have $200 monthly payments over 6 months. And so it'll cost a little more in the long run, but you also get this program and the next program. You get this program and the next program and all of the programs I've created in your online learning portal. So if you want to go through Soul Money Mastery, if you want to go through my transformational sales course, if you want to go through sound healing for success, like there's a bunch of different courses in there, even a songwriting course, and you can go through it at your own leisure, at your own pace, but I will be there for you answering your questions live and in between our calls in our group. I have never seen a more affordable business school from somebody who wasn't just starting out. Like, I'm not lowering my prices because I'm starting out. I am giving this very affordable opportunity to learn all the things that I wish that I learned when I was starting out. And you don't have to be starting out. This is for people who are advanced. This is for people who are just getting started. If you actually want to attract clients and double your revenue. So if you're making no money and you want to double that to $2,000 a month, or you're making $20,000 and you want to double that to $40,000 a month, like I have had $50,000 launches, this was how. Okay. So then we have the mentorship level. So this is commitment to the year-long school, meaning you will have this live experience plus 4 to 6 more live experiences over the course of a year for $2,000, and you get 4 one-on-one calls. This is really cool over the course of the year, quarterly calls. So, and we get, if you sign up before the live free call, then you get also a 5th call. You get the magnetic messaging mastery audit. So this is so fun. Let me see that I covered everything. So we get, what is ritual? Ritual is you actually affecting the physical world, because manifestation only gets you so far. It's about your thoughts. It's about your frequency, and your thoughts will change your frequency. But when you have come up against blocks, it's because who you're being needs to change. And how we change who we're being is coming in energetic resonance with these holistic energies for success. So I went over them, each of them, but Moon, Sun, Jupiter, Saturn, Mars. We're going to be talking about Earth, but who am I missing? Mercury and Venus. And each of these planets has a message for you, has a success frequency, a success energy that we have a deficiency in if we're not where we think we should be. Okay? You actually should be further along. And why you're not is because there's an energetic misalignment. And then Magnetic messaging is from that space, you standing on your platform of choice and saying, hey, what's up? Here's my offer, but here's the true value of it. And speaking words that actually bring people a deeper understanding of why your offer is for them. My legacy content method is something that I've been teaching for years that has worked to help people go from speaking general to their folks to starting a podcast and having $50,000 launches themselves, $36,000 launches, made their investment back in a much higher end course. So my client Nib made her 8K investment back in a week just from legacy content method. Okay, and I'm going to be taking you through so much more at a more affordable rate. So do not miss this opportunity. Do not miss this opportunity. If you're still not like, if you're new to my world and you're like, well, I want to get a taste of the work first, that's okay. You can forfeit the bonus call and come to the free masterclass that I'm hosting on August 27th. If you comment ritual, or what's the comment there? If you comment ritual, I set up automation so you can comment and get it. But if you comment ritual, you're going to get the book, and then you're going to get, okay, if you comment quiz, you're going to take the quiz, you're going to immediately get the book, and you'll be automatically enrolled in the masterclass. So don't worry, and you'll get the invitation and you can come live because I'm going to be supporting people live in that masterclass. But then if you want a taste of the work, that's how you get the taste of the work. I love tastes of things. I love smorgasbords. I love to taste things. I'm going to go eat now because I'm getting hungry. Thank you so much for being with me, for coming with me on this journey of expansion. If you've been following me for a while, you know that this is something that I've never taught on before, but I'm in love with astrology and with planetary influences and with the archetypes of each sign. I know these things very, very deeply, but we want to start with the planetary influences because it's the oldest ritual we have. Sun, moon, looking at the stars since prehistoric times, looking at the stars and understanding who we are through them. And I would love, love, love to help you in rhythm and ritual and regain the lost art of resonance together. Okay, talk to you so soon. Bye bye.